But first, a massive winter storm is slamming the East Coast, making travel extremely dangerous. Tens of millions of Americans are affected. Winter weather watches and warnings stretch from North Carolina to Maine. The powerful system is being called a bomb cyclone, and that's because of the speed with which it's intensifying. It's got heavy snow, bitter cold, strong winds, even blizzard-like conditions, with many getting blanketed with over a foot of snow. And wind gusts of up to 70 miles an hour are predicted in some areas. That's almost as strong as a hurricane. Kenneth Craig is in snowy Boston. He joins us now. Boy, I see you bundled up there, Kenneth. I want to ask you, what are conditions right now?
Well, I'll tell you, conditions have changed over the last couple of hours, and really, Rena, they have changed pretty dramatically. You can see the snow is coming down right now. I got out here about 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning. You could see the sidewalks. You could see the streets. I looked up and I thought, you know what, is this thing happening? Is this really coming? And then really within a matter of minutes, the snow started coming down, and it started coming down pretty fast. If you look down this way, you really can only see about a block or so at this point. Visibility is starting to get low. Transportation's still up and running, though, at this point, which is pretty amazing. There's not a travel ban in place, at least not for now. So subways are running, buses are running, people can be out on the roads. Right now we're in Copley Square, so if you're familiar with Boston, this is pretty much in the heart of Boston, an area that normally would be pretty busy on a Thursday afternoon. Pretty quiet right now in comparison, Rena.
Yeah, we know Copley Square, a busy area, but to see it sort of empty behind you is kind of fascinating. You know, forecasters are also expecting these near hurricane force wind gusts. Have you felt any of those?
Well, to be honest, we haven't felt them where we're standing right now. And part of the reason why, and I'll show you right here, is because we're protected by this this thing that's in the middle of the park right here. That's protecting a lot of the wind. If you go over a couple of streets, though, one or two blocks down the way, you'll start to feel some of those winds, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour. And then if you go further south onto the South Shore and down to the Cape, they're reporting winds 50, 60, 70 miles an hour. So those are almost hurricane force winds and a pretty serious situation down there.
And are officials alerting folks about the wind? Are there great concerns about the damage that it could cause?
Well, the wind is one of the major concerns. It's not only the fact that they're predicting 12 plus inches of snow, and snow that's coming down at a rate of upwards of 3 inches an hour. But when you talk about all of this snow combined with wind, 60, 70 miles an hour, and then you talk about those coastal communities, all of these communities up and down the Massachusetts shoreline that are right sort of in the path of this storm, and you combine the sea levels and the storm surge with the winds, that's a very serious situation, and one that authorities are very, very concerned about, not only for resident safety, but for power outages and the potential for flooding as well. And I know they're starting to see some of that on the South Shore right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I can understand why people are telling folks to stay home. I hope you can get into a coffee shop sometime soon, Kenneth. Thank you so much for that report.
We hope so.